Hey everyone, hello from Tokyo. This is Gael, your well-being coach, presenting the Wednesday Wellness Tips. Who are you if you are not your job, not your title, not your company, not your LinkedIn headline? If all of that disappeared tomorrow, who would still be there? Today, we are talking about well-being beyond productivity and rediscovering the person underneath the role. From a young age, we are asked one question more than almost any other. What do you want to be when you grow up? Not who do you want to become, but what do you want to be? Somewhere along the way, what we do becomes who we are. When someone asks, "Tell me about yourself," most of us answer with our job. I'm a teacher, I'm a software engineer, I'm in marketing, I run a business. And there's nothing wrong with loving your job. Work can give us purpose, structure, challenge, and community. But when our identity fuses completely with our career, something fragile happens. If we burn out, we feel like failures. If we lose a job, we lose ourselves. If we change directions, we feel untethered. Because if I am my job, then who am I without it? Researcher Brené Brown often talks about worthiness, the belief that we are enough as we are, not because of what we achieve. But many of us tie our worth directly to output. How productive was I today? How valuable am I to my company? How impressive is my resume? Psychologists have described something called conditions of worth, the idea that we feel valued only if we meet certain standards. If your sense of worth depends entirely on performance, you're always one bad quarter, one rejection, one mistake away from questioning your value as a human being. And that's exhausting. And it's a fast track to anxiety, burnout, and chronic stress. Well-being isn't just about self-care routines and green smoothies. It's about having an identity that is bigger than your output. So let's try something. Imagine your job disappears. What remains? Your curiosity, your sense of humor, your compassion, your love of learning, your loyalty to friends, your creativity, your resilience. You are the friend who shows up, the sibling who gives advice at midnight, the neighbor who waves every morning, the person who loves hiking, painting, gaming, reading, cooking, exploring. You are your values. You are your character. You are your relationships. You are your patterns of thoughts and the stories you tell yourself. Your job is a role you play. It is not your entire being. Just like being a parent, a partner, or a volunteer, it's a meaningful role, but it's not the whole script. So how do we build well-being beyond our careers? Here are 3 small shifts. First, diversify your identity. Have at least one area of your life where you are not evaluated. A hobby, a sport, a creative outlet, a community group, something you do purely because you enjoy it. 2, introduce yourself differently. Next time someone says, "Tell me about yourself," experiment. Start with what you care about, what you're curious about, what excites you lately. Watch how that feels. And separate worth from work. Your effort can be judged. Your performance can be reviewed. But your worth as a human being, that's not up for negotiation. You had value before your first job. You will have value after your last one. So I'll ask you again, who are you if not your job? If your title vanished, what qualities will still be true? Write them down, because when work gets stressful, and it will, you will need to remember, you are a human being first, a worker second. And your well-being depends on never confusing the two. If this resonated with you, share it with someone who needs a reminder. And before you go, take a breath. You are more than what you produce. I'll see you next week. And in the meantime, remember to be your favorite self. Bye.